They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland.
Faking the give, now Watson. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
The Browns at 13-3 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
From the 44, Watson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They go play action with Jackson. They're hauling it in, Nelson.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up the head of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Webb. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd down now, it's Nelson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now Jackson steps away. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
A.J. Dillon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for the Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the 1st down marker.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. after one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 44, Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Watson. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
They'll run with Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal. Watson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
From the 24, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Browns 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Watson on first down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Watson's throw taken in by Chark. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens 37-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
They run it again with Chubb.
To the 27-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A big play there just before halftime. 69 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And Chubb try the middle here. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route,
and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Webb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
it certainly looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Kick is good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Watson now to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
On the move to his left.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 4.
Play action. It's Jackson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on first down. Webb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Webb, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Third and goal, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. If you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach. It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Now Chubb running right. They'll get this down to the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Now it's Watson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The play lost a yard. It's now
3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. On 2nd and 7, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Webb. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Webb, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Webb. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On first down, Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, Webb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him so far. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Second down and 3.
Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
They'll run on first down. Nelson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on first down. Now they take a sack on second down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator, because right now the defense has the advantage.
There's Jackson on third and long. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards, as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it and throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now here is another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Does the big boy have the juice? The 40, the 30. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now one final throw here is incomplete.